Intersecting or not? Yan ang pag-usapan natin ngayon dito sa ating matsayang talakayan. Kaya, stay tuned! Hello, Grade 8 learners! For today's video, we will discuss the first part of our lesson, conditions that guarantee parallelism and perpendicularity. With the learning competency, determines the conditions under which lines and segments are parallel or perpendicular. Let's begin by recalling parallel lines and the transversal. Parallel lines are coplanar lines that do not intersect. So let's say we have line AB and line XY. Since the two lines do not intersect, so we can say that AB is parallel to XY, and it can be shown in this symbol. Let's have a transversal. A transversal is a line that intersects two or more lines. So in the figure, line 1 is parallel to line 2, and T is the transversal. If we have parallel lines cut by a transversal, we can identify four corresponding angles. And these are angle A and angle E. So this is angle A and angle E. Another, we have angle B and angle F. Then we have angle C and angle G. And then we have angle D and angle H. Remember, in the previous lesson or video that we have, corresponding angles are congruent. We also have two pairs of alternate interior angles, and these are angle C and angle F. Then we have angle D and angle E. And remember, pairs of alternate interior angles are congruent. We also have two pairs of alternate exterior angles, and these are angle A and angle H, angle B and angle G. And remember, alternate exterior angles are congruent. We can also have two pairs of same-side interior angles, and these are angle C and angle E, angle D and angle F. And remember, same-side interior angles are supplementary. Then we have two pairs of same-side exterior angles, and these are angle A and angle G. Then we have angle B and angle H. And same side exterior angles are supplementary. Now, let's proceed to postulates and theorems used to identify if the given lines are parallel. First, we have converse of the corresponding angles postulate. It states that if two lines are intersected by a transversal and the corresponding angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. Consider the given figure. In the figure, if the corresponding angles are congruent, we have angle 1 is congruent to angle 5, angle 3 is congruent to angle 7, angle 2 is congruent to angle 6. Angle 4 is congruent to angle 8. So we can conclude that line A is parallel to line B. Another is we have converse of alternate interior angles theorem. It states that if two lines are intersected by a transversal and the alternate interior angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. So tingnan natin yung mga alternate interior angles. If they are congruent, so let's say if angle 3 and angle 6, so these are alternate interior angles. If they are congruent and angle 4 and angle 5 are congruent, then we can say that line A is parallel to line B. Next is we have converse of the alternate exterior angles theorem. It states that if two lines are intersected by a transversal and the alternate exterior angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. So identify natin yung alternate exterior angles. Ano ang mga alternate exterior angles natin sa figure? We have angle 1 and angle 8. We have angle 2 and angle 7. Now, if the condition is if angle 1 is congruent to angle 8 and angle 2 is congruent to angle 7, then we can conclude that line A is parallel to line B. Next is we have the converse of the consecutive interior angles theorem or linear pair. It states that if two lines are intersected by a transversal and the consecutive interior angles are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. So yung sinasabi natin na consecutive interior angles dito ay parehas lang doon sa same side interior angles. So ano ang same side interior angles natin? We have angle 3 and angle 5. We also have angle 4 and angle 6. So in the theorem, if the measure of angle 3 plus the measure of angle 5 is equal to 180 degrees and the measure of angle 4 plus the measure of angle 6 is equal to 180 degrees, meaning they are supplementary. So we can conclude that line A is parallel to line B. Next, we have converse of consecutive exterior angles theorem. It states that if two lines are intersected by a transversal and the consecutive exterior angles are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. So what are the consecutive exterior angles o yung tinatawag natin na same side exterior angles? We have angle 1 and angle 7, and then we have angle 2 and angle 8. So in theorem, if the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 8 is equal to 180 degrees, meaning they are supplementary, and the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 8 is equal to 180 degrees, so they are supplementary. So we can conclude that line A is parallel to line B. Ano naman yung tinatawag natin na dual parallel theorem? It states that if two lines are both parallel to the third line, then the two lines are parallel. So let's consider the three lines. Line A, line B, and line C. So in the theorem, if line A is parallel to line B and line B is parallel to line C, then we can conclude that line A is parallel to line C. We also have dual perpendicular theorem. It states that if two coplanar lines are both perpendicular to a third line, then the two lines are parallel. So let's consider the given figure. So we have here coplanar lines which are both perpendicular to the third line. So let's say line A and line B are both perpendicular to line C. So if line A is perpendicular to line C and line B is perpendicular to line C, then we can say that line A is parallel to line B. Now that you know the different postulates and theorems, let's determine if line A and line B are parallel. So in the figure, we have the given measurement 72 and 108. So what relation exists between these two angles? Yes, the two angles are consecutive exterior angles or yung tinatawag natin na same side exterior angles. Same side exterior angles or consecutive exterior angles are supplementary. So when we get the sum, 72 plus 108 is equivalent to 180 degrees. So if these two angles are supplementary, we can now say that line A is parallel to line B by converse of consecutive exterior angles theorem. Another figure, we have line A and line B with a transversal with the given measurement 115 degrees and another 115 degrees here. So what can you say about the relation of these two angles? Yes, they are what we call alternate interior angles. And remember, if alternate interior angles are congruent, then we can say that line A is parallel to line B by converse of alternate interior angles theorem. Another figure, so we have line A and line B with a transversal with the given measurements 17x plus 14 and 4x minus 2. So what can you say about the relation between these two angles? Correct. So they are what we call consecutive interior angles. And we are going to look for the value of x for us to prove that line A and line B are parallel by the converse of consecutive interior angles theorem. So to solve for the value of x, we have here 17x plus 14, galing yun dito, and then plus 4x minus 2, which is equal to 180 degrees, since we know that they are supplementary. Now combine similar terms. So we have here 17x plus 4x is 21x, 14 minus 2 is 12, then equals 180. And now combine 12 and 180. So we have 21x equals 180 minus 12. So we have here 21x equals 168. And to solve for x, we are going to divide both sides of the equation by 21 and we will get x is equal to 8. Now, let us check if these two angles are supplementary by substituting the value of x. since x is equal to 8, so using this expression, so we have 17 times 8 plus 14 is equivalent to 150 degrees. And we have 4x minus 2, so substitute the value of x. 4 times 8 minus 2 is equal to 30. So when we get the sum, 150 plus 30 is 180. So therefore, they are supplementary. Now we can say that line A and line B are parallel by converse of consecutive interior angles theorem. And now it's your turn. Get your paper and pen and do this activity. So determine if line A and line B are parallel. Then justify your answer. And that's for today, guys. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. Again, this is Teacher Dali na nagsasabing, practice makes perfect. Thanks for watching!